Archangel Michael says, something is shifting in the shadows, quietly, unexpectedly. The person you once trusted with your entire heart has been watching from a distance. They have rehearsed what they wanted to say to you more times than you could count, but something is stopping them. The regret in their chest burns like fire, yet fear keeps their feet frozen. They wanted to show up, wanted to face you, wanted to fall to their knees and cry. But just when the moment came, something interfered, and they walked away without a word. That person never meant to cause you pain, it wasn't part of the plan. But in their silence, they now live with the echo of every tear you shed in their absence. They hear your name in their mind, in dreams, in places they never expected. They had the apology written down. They folded it, hid it, rewrote it, and even thought of leaving it at your door. But their hands shook too much, their brittle. Cracked but didn't crumble. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They regret walking out on the moment that could have healed you both. The window was open, and they watched the light fall across your face from afar. But instead of stepping in, they chose to disappear, afraid of your reaction, afraid of what they'd see in your eyes. Archangel Michael says, the pain you carry wasn't meant to be permanent, but their cowardice made it feel that way. They never stopped loving you, not even for a second. They spoke to someone about you recently. A close friend, maybe a family member, someone who knows the full story now. That person urged them to finally tell you the truth, to stop hiding, to make it right. They were close, so close, to dialing your number. They stared at it on their screen for nearly an hour. But the fear of your voice not answering was louder than their desire to apologize. Type Amen to get blessing 557. They keep tabs on your life, even now. Not in a way that intrudes, but in silent respect and heartache. They've seen your smile in photos, and it cut through them like a knife, because they weren't the one who put it there. You might think they've moved on, but they haven't. No one has filled your place, no matter how hard they've tried. Your absence is a wound that never healed, only scarred over with shame. Archangel Michael says, they've cried, screamed, prayed for one more chance. They want to come clean, but they're scared of your silence or your fury. They know they deserve both. What you don't know is that the apology was planned for a specific day. They circled it on their calendar, rehearsed what they'd say, picked the place. But when the time came, they were nowhere to be seen. You waited, and they failed you again. Type Amen to get blessing 624. They know you've grown stronger since the last time you spoke. They see it in your face, the way you carry yourself. And that strength is what makes them tremble. They fear they no longer deserve to be part of your life. A letter exists with your name on it. It's hidden in a drawer, filled with lines of raw confession. Tears stained the page as they wrote every word: truth, pain, love, and remorse. Someone close to them read that letter. They were shocked, didn't know the regret ran so deep. They asked, "Why haven't you given this to them?" and the answer was simple: I'm afraid it's too late. You might be living your life thinking they don't care. But they care more than anyone else ever has. They just don't know how to cross the distance they created. Type Amen to get blessing 419. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, this regret is eating them alive from the inside. They see reminders of you in everything: your favorite color, a song, the scent of your perfume in the wind. They spoke your name yesterday. They didn't mean to. It slipped out while they were thinking about a time you laughed until you cried. The universe is bringing them signs. Everything around them is pointing back to you. They can no longer ignore it. Their dreams are haunted by what they didn't say. They regret not defending you when others spoke poorly of you. They regret choosing ego over truth. They regret everything they said, and more painfully, everything they didn't. Type Amen to get blessing 238. You still matter to them. Your silence, even if peaceful, is louder to them than any words. They replay your last goodbye in their mind every night before they fall asleep. They were once brave in every way but one, when it came to you. They could fight the world but not their own guilt. They thought you would always wait, but life doesn't wait. They are now planning again. Different this time. A gift, a letter, a moment they want to create, but will they finally act on it? They saw someone who looked like you in public. For a second, their heart leaped. Then they realized it wasn't you, and the ache hit deeper. Type Amen to get blessing 889. There are messages they typed and deleted. Photos of you they never deleted. Reminders of the life that could have been if they'd just been honest. They keep wondering if someone else now gets to love you the way they should have. And that thought, more than anything else, keeps them up at night. They feel like a ghost now, living but disconnected from their heart, because you are still in it. Archangel Michael says, time has passed, but not the pain. They are still standing at the same emotional door where they left you waiting. Every birthday you had, they remembered. Every milestone, they saw, they smiled, they cried behind closed doors. They wanted to reach out, but fear again stopped them cold. Type Amen to get blessing 102. You were more than a memory to them. You were their compass, their home, their peace. And without you, everything feels disoriented. They told someone, if I could go back, I would never leave their side. Those words were soaked in truth and sorrow. But saying it to you? That still feels impossible for them. They fear rejection. They fear you've healed without them. They fear you've forgotten the way their arms felt around you. You haven't forgotten, even if you've tried. Your soul still stirs when their name is whispered by fate. Because deep connections don't dissolve, they pulse quietly beneath the surface. Type Amen to get blessing 799. A mutual friend knows the truth now. They're caught in the middle, watching one drown in guilt and the other grow in strength. They're silently hoping fate will cross your paths again. A message may soon come your way. It may be through someone else, or maybe directly. But the message will shake you, it'll be raw, filled with trembling hands and swollen hearts. Archangel Michael says, they are learning that no apology can undo the damage. But still, they are willing to beg, if only it means healing for you both. They are not the same person who hurt you. Pain has reformed them, softened them, awakened them. But only you can decide if you'll ever look into their eyes again. Type Amen to get blessing 511. They remember every small moment, the way you used to fix their collar, the way your eyes lit up when you laughed. They try to mimic those moments in others but fail every time. Because no one was you. You were the rare soul that loved them deeply. They see that now, in every moment they're alone. The silence they chose has become their punishment. You will hear from them again, it is written. The universe is aligning the moment. They'll be scared, their voice may crack, but they'll finally speak. And when they do, you will feel the pain and love they carried for so long. It'll be heavy, yet somehow freeing. You'll know then what was always true, they never stopped loving you. Type Amen to get blessing 966. They once thought you were just a chapter in their story. Now they realize you were the whole book. No one else made them feel safe like you did. They often return to the place you last saw each other. Not for nostalgia, but because they're hoping to rewrite the memory. They still see the last look in your eyes, and it breaks them all over again. You've grown while they remained stuck in the memory of their mistake. They envy your strength, your peace, your smile. They wish they had been part of your healing instead of the reason for your wounds. They bought something for you recently. An item that reminded them of an inside joke, a shared moment. They didn't know what to do with it, so they keep it, hoping one day they'll give it to you. Type Amen to get blessing 1220. Archangel Michael says, there is an energy pulling the two of you back into alignment. Not because of unfinished business, but because the truth must be set free. They have spoken to a spiritual guide. They are being told to clear the karmic weight. And that means returning to you, not to take, but to give you the closure or clarity you deserve. This person may reach out at night, when courage feels stronger. You may get a message that looks like nothing at first, but carries the weight of 1,000 apologies. And when it happens, you'll feel your heart pause for a moment, knowing exactly who it's from. They're scared to be vulnerable again. They've lived behind walls since you left their life. But those walls are now collapsing under the pressure of their own grief. Type Amen to get blessing 1377. They've seen you move forward, and they celebrated in silence. But that celebration always ends with the sting of their own loss. They lost you, and no victory in their life can outshine that. They may send something soon. A song, a gift, a letter, maybe even a voice note. It will come with shaking hands, but the words will be real. They still refer to you as the one that got away. Their friends know your name. They speak it with tenderness and regret. Your heart might still ache sometimes, wondering why. And that ache? It's because their soul is still energetically connected to yours. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. Archangel Michael says, this moment was always coming. The silence was never meant to be forever, it was a test of time, healing, and fate. What they want most is forgiveness, not just from you, but from themselves. They haven't been able to look in the mirror without seeing your eyes. Your tears. Your smile fading as they turned away. They want to rewind, but life doesn't give that luxury. So now they prepare to do the next best thing, stand before you and be completely honest. They owe you that. They know it. Someone from their life may reach out to you first. To test the waters. To see if there's a chance you'll listen. Type Amen to get blessing 1810. Even now, as you read this, their heart is calling yours. It's not coincidence, it's connection. It's the weight of what was left unsaid, finally trying to rise. They are watching the door of fate open slowly. And behind that door is the chance to release the guilt, the sorrow, and perhaps, just perhaps, the hope. Hope that you'll see they never meant to lose you. Your name is on their lips when they close their eyes. Your energy still lingers in their space. They cannot escape it, because you were never meant to be forgotten. They didn't think love could haunt them. But your absence has become the ghost that never leaves. And now they know, they must face it or be forever consumed by it. Type Amen to get blessing 1953. You may see signs, numbers, names, songs, dreams. That's them, thinking of you. The universe is allowing the message to pass through channels until you're ready to hear it. They wrote your initials in a notebook just days ago. Not out of habit, but with deep emotion. That's how they manifest courage, to write first what they cannot yet say. Someone showed them a photo of you. They smiled, then cried when they were alone. Because time has passed, but the love in their heart remains untouched by it. Archangel Michael says, your soul is stronger than you think. You were not forgotten, you were remembered so deeply it scared them into silence. Type Amen to get blessing 2042. They still remember the first time they held your hand. That moment replays in their heart on loop. Because that was the moment everything made sense, and the moment everything later fell apart. They are waking up now. Not just physically, but spiritually. And you, the one they hurt, are the reason their awakening began. You were the lesson they had to learn the hard way. Not because you did anything wrong, but because they weren't ready for real love. Now they are. Now they see. But timing is cruel when pride lingers. Still, they will face it. Because you are worth every ounce of fear they must face. Type Amen to get blessing 2137. A part of you still hopes for closure. And that hope isn't foolish, it's sacred. Because deep healing requires open endings, not broken silence. Archangel Michael says, your heart was chosen to carry strength for a reason. And now, it's being prepared to receive what was once withheld. This person, the one who caused the ache, has finally begun to feel. Their walls are breaking. And behind those walls is a soul that is bruised and ready to surrender. You don't have to take them back. You don't have to open your arms. But you do deserve the truth, and that truth is on its way. Type Amen to get blessing 2288. They've walked through fire since they left you. Not physical fire, but emotional storms. Because no one who truly loves can live peacefully after inflicting pain on the one they adore. You'll feel the shift. It might be subtle, a thought or feeling that wasn't there before. That's the universe whispering, it's time. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is freeing yourself from the prison of the past. And they are coming to offer you that key. Archangel Michael says, be ready. Because when they finally come forward, your strength will be the anchor that allows healing to happen, for both of you. Type Amen to get blessing 2400. They have lived every day with the hope that the door to your heart isn't locked forever. Even though they placed that lock with their own hands, they now carry the key. But unlocking it requires courage they've never known before. Each sunrise reminds them of the time they wasted. Every sunset reminds them of the words they never said. They count the days not in numbers, but in memories. There's a message they want to send you right now. It's saved in their drafts, unread, unfinished. They add to it some nights, then delete it out of fear you've already moved on. Someone recently told them that forgiveness is more for the forgiver than the forgiven. And that broke them. Because they realized they've been holding back your healing with their silence. Type Amen to get blessing 2666. Archangel Michael says, you may not realize how powerful your love was. It was their mirror, their anchor, their light in the dark. They see your strength now, and it both inspires and humbles them. They want to tell you that you didn't deserve the distance they created. That you gave them everything, and they gave you doubt in return. They know that trust is fragile. They shattered it once. But now, they are ready to rebuild it one honest word at a time, if you allow it. Your name is still written in places they touch often. In passwords, playlists, even passwords they never changed because it was you. They keep you close without even realizing it. Type Amen to get blessing 2771. There was a moment recently where they almost sent the letter. They walked to the mailbox, heart pounding. But their hands froze, because what if you never even open it? They cried that night. Not because of rejection, but because of what they had become in your absence. A shadow of who they were when you loved them. They miss the way you said their name. No one says it the same. No one makes them feel like home the way you once did. They are finally done running. Running from you. Running from the guilt, the truth, and their own heart. Type Amen to get blessing 2844. Archangel Michael says, the time has come for their soul to rise from the wreckage. You were the light they abandoned, and now they're walking back to it. Not to steal your peace, but to restore what they broke. They want you to see their scars, the ones your absence etched into them. Because only then can they show how much they've changed. They've imagined the day they finally see you again. Will you smile? Will you turn away? They don't know. But they know they have to try. It may come as a text, a voicemail, a letter, or face to face. But when it comes, you'll feel it before it arrives. Your heart will whisper, they're coming. Type Amen to get blessing 2992. They're not expecting perfection. They don't expect you to forget. But they hope you'll see the sincerity in their eyes, the sorrow in their soul. They've spoken to the stars, to the moon, to the sky. Begging for just one chance to do things differently. Because the silence has become too heavy to carry. You're not just a person to them anymore. You are a lesson. The one they had to lose to finally find themselves. Now they want to find you again, not to complete themselves, but to honor you. To say the things that should have been said long ago. To return the love they once took for granted. Type Amen to get blessing 3130. Archangel Michael says, prepare your spirit. Because the moment of truth is closer than you think. This isn't about going back to who you both were. It's about rising as who you are now, wiser, stronger, real. There's beauty in truth, even if it hurts. They are not coming to reopen wounds. They are coming to close them, with clarity, with honesty, with humility. Because you deserve peace. They once feared your power. Now they admire it. And they are coming not to take, but to give back what was lost. Type Amen to get blessing 3267. They won't knock on your door unannounced. The universe will prepare you for the moment. It may come with a dream, a sign, or a sudden memory that warms your chest. That's the signal. That's when your heart will know, it's finally time. Time to receive the truth. Whether or not you open the door again is your choice. But what's coming is pure. The intention is love. They've finally removed the mask. No more pretending. Just a soul returning to the one they never stopped loving.